Hey, it's Rosh. Welcome. In this video, I'm talking about creating thumbnails. I often get the question, how do I create my thumbnails? I have to create a new thumbnail for every video that I upload every single day. So I wanted to show you the system that I use. Now, early in the game, I didn't pay as much attention to my thumbnails. I just had a very simple formula that I put out there. I didn't have a lot of design to it. I didn't think it mattered so much. Well, that's a lie. I knew it mattered. I was just focusing on other things. And now I'm going back through my thumbnails and updating them. And let me tell you something. Many of my videos are coming back to life because of the thumbnail. Many of them were ranked well, but nobody was clicking on them. Just brought that video to life and people are clicking on it. It's moving up the ranking. So maybe it was number 12, it was ranking okay, but now it's in the top 10 or top 5 because the thumbnail earned the position. Let me show you some of the old thumbnails that I would be replacing. As you can see, I'm using the current version of the thumbnails, and you can see how I did it. Now, when I have a series, I have the same background, so I know it's part of a series. And continue to load more. As you can see, another series. And then I have different colors for different videos. This is a case where I do screen captures, and I often just use the background from the screen capture and then a headline and subhead, but still using these same elements here. Now, as you can see here, I'm getting into some of my older thumbnails. Some of the main issues are, one, the white background wasn't working so well. Now, these were an upgrade from a previous version that was really bad, and I did get better click-throughs, but the current ones, here's one that I replaced, are getting much better click-throughs. And you just have to test these thumbnails. If you see a difference, start redoing the old ones. Now, I highly recommend that you focus on developing new videos first. However, if you have the time, fix old thumbnails that you think may have a chance of getting revived. And as you can see, this one right here, this had maybe 12 views, and in just about a week, I'm up to 64. Now, sometimes it takes a few months for them to catch on, but you never know. So when I do 2 or 3, I expect, well, maybe one of them will catch again. And now I'm in my video manager where you can see some of these older videos, some without even a thumbnail, and some of these black and white ones that just have not converted well. And I have a number of them. As you can see, I've replaced a number of them also, which have been very helpful. And these are ones that are they're all similar. The idea was started, it was there, have this base, but I needed a better photo. It just wasn't working, and a better headline. So these are the ones I'm mostly replacing. All right, back to doing it, creating these thumbnails. So thumbnails are really important. What I use Photoshop, and I have a basic setup. So I have my logo and my name, and of course this background right here, right? That's always there. And then I have 2 types of text, and I can make these any color I wish, and sometimes I change the color up, sometimes I don't. And you have to know this is a continuous progression, and sometimes I have a good idea to improve the thumbnail, and I'm sure I could certainly improve it. I'm sure it'll be improved a year from now, but that doesn't matter. It's really the process that I go through. First, that I have this base. Now, to create thumbnails quickly, if I had to create one really quickly, I could do exactly this. I have some preloaded photos of me, say right here. There's one, me, yes, ready to go. And I have 4 of them. I probably should have a few more, but at least there's some different emotions there, because having a face is really important. Action is important. As some people say, wide eyes, open mouth, just something going on. You're in the middle of something, not just a straightforward, which I do have this one. Oops, not this one, but let's see, one more up. There you go. That's kind of average, but at least the mouth is open, wide eyes, all the better. And actually, a bigger version of that is even better. So if I click on Edit, Transform, and Scale, I can increase the size of me, or whatever subject I wish to increase or decrease the size of. Now, what I also have are backgrounds. I like to have a background to give texture So here's one, here's another one. Again, all preloaded, so I can do these quick, especially if I want to do some older videos. I want to do 3 or 4 over maybe a half-hour period. I have a little extra time. I want to just get some older videos moving. They don't have the newer thumbnail. So this is what I'll do. And this is one of my this one right here, one of my favorite ones. I'll use that one. Not only that, I have different colors. So as you can see, I can change the color. They're all ready to go. A whole bunch of colors that I've selected that allow me to select the color for this specific topic. And so if I wanted to change the background color on the text, I could just, again, highlight that and go to text, hit text, and then I can just highlight that and then go to the top. And if I wanted to change the color, maybe I'll change a color that's related within here. So you could do that or that. Or I like to use the orange because it's bright. Now, what I often do is I create something here that is amazing, something that's going to get people's attention, and that's my first headline. And then I go down to this one, which is make thumbnails. So then a little more detail. Research has shown that actually text in all cases is not necessarily a good thing, especially if you're a vlogging channel or an entertainment channel. Let the emotion of what's going on. You could use a screen capture here. That might be a better way. Maybe you have your logo set up. Maybe you have some basic elements set up, but then you take a screen capture or set up a photo. Even better, if you have the time to do that, set up a photo and just slip it in to your already made Photoshop template that you have ready to go. Now, I have a number of different photos that I use. All these are photos from a photo session that I outline. Now, it's easy for me to outline because, well, I don't have any hair. It might be a little bit easier. Maybe you can do that, an outline around the side and outline you like with a white outline around you so you don't have to worry about all the details in the hair. But what I do is go to my files, and I have 3 or 4 different files, and these are all photos that I've taken, that I've created. So I could take this one right here. I'll grab this and just place it in there, and then turn off the other one. I'll bring this up, turn this one off, and I'll outline it using the magnetic lasso. Now, as I mentioned, I don't have hair, so it's really easy, but you could do something else by outlining just a little bit outside of the subject, and then you can have a little bit of space and you don't have to worry about the hair. You've seen this before where it's the subject has maybe just a little bit of outline of a white or a different color or shape or whatever it may be. But in this case, of course, I don't have to do that. And so double click, I can straighten some of this out, shift, go around it, shift, go around that, and then I'm okay. Now I hit inverse, and then I'm hitting this, double click on that, yes, okay, and then now I'm hitting delete, and there is my background. And now I can go and use this. So I'm going to deselect, use the eraser to erase some of the areas that I don't want there. See, just like that. And I can get more detailed if I wish. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. And then I can transform again to the size and scale that I wish, and maybe I'll do this. Now, if I want to get rid of some of that yellow there, or not yellow, but white in between my fingers, I might use the magic wand and see if I can't click in there. Nope. Let's see if I can pull it in closer. There you go. So this would have taken me maybe 5-7 minutes just to put something together. If I want something more complex, of course I can do that. And as you see, I have all the main elements right here. Different color backgrounds, a background texture of sorts, the main phrase of how my headline and subhead, what's going on, a few quick photos here just in case I need them. And there we go. And of course the standard logo and information right there. And that's how I do it. And that way I can crank out new thumbnails for my new videos, as well as replace old thumbnails that were really bad. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like it. Of course, share it with your friends. And if you don't want to miss a future upload, be sure to subscribe.